The polytunnel here looking at tomato plants. Now tomatoes, it seems to have a huge variety of the tomato plant.
There are, if you go in to buy tomato seeds, you're sowing, if you have a greenhouse, you'd be sowing them sort of early March. If you're going to put them outdoors, if it's going to be a nice summer, you're probably sowing them a bit later because you don't want to be putting them out till sometime in June. And there is a huge range. If you grow your own from seed, there's a huge range from cherry tomatoes, little small ones, to big beef tomatoes, red ones, yellow ones, ones that are so dark red they're nearly black. You've no idea how many tomato varieties there are.
Well, they're hugely popular food.
Yeah. If you go and buy tomato plants in a nursery or something, you're generally only getting a choice of 2 or 3, maybe 4 varieties, and they're usually ones that are fairly readily commercially available and the fruit is long lasting.
So where do you get the different sort of
You
tomato
go and you buy your seed. You can go online to buy seed, or you can go to a nursery where they're selling seed at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Now, you've grown them in a seed tray, and then you've pricked them out when they're about so high. You've potted them all into a 3-inch pot, and from then generally you plant them on into the ground or into your greenhouse border or into a grow bag. The thing about tomatoes is, I don't know if the camera can get in there, you can just see the sort of hairs here at the base of the stem. Now the more root a tomato makes, the more fruit it's going to produce and the more luxurious it's going to be. So you can actually plant these a bit, when you plant them out of the pot, a bit more deeply than they are at present. And these roots, these hairs will form more roots. Okay, so you get
more fruit.
More stability, more fruit. And what else was I going to say about, well, this, I mean, where do I start?
Well, we'll go on to another clip, I suppose, about planting them.
That's about basically how you're planting them, and they need to have plenty of room to make roots.
Okay.
If you're doing them in a grow bag, you can cut a section out of the grow bag and sit a pot into that, take the cut the bottom out of the pot, sit that into the grow bag, fill it up with good compost and put your tomato in that, so then the roots can get right down and into the grow bag.
Great.